Hi everyone, I'm Rob from Mississauga, Ontario. I'm going to talk to you guys today about the Toronto Maple Leafs prospects and evaluate them. I've been following the Leafs for quite some time now, and the drafting has been a little bit better than usual. I remember when they drafted Wendell Clark, they did decent then. When they drafted players like Carl Koliakovo, Felix Potvin, Morgan Reilly, they drafted some good kids in the past, but I'm going to talk to you about the kids that they have right now in the system and that they drafted. Their top prospect right now is Morgan Reilly. This kid is flashy. He reminds me a little bit of a Brian Berard type of defenseman. He's 6'1", 205 pounds. Playing for Moose Jaw Warriors. He got called up for the Marlies now. His season's over, now he's playing for the Marlies. I really think this kid is better than Jake Gardner. I think the Leafs have a good one here in Morgan Reilly, and I think Berkey did a good job drafting some of these kids. The next one I have on my list is Tyler Biggs, playing for the Oshawa Generals. 6'3", 220 pounds. This guy is a phenomenal pick for the Leafs. He's going to be, in my eyes, I'm going to predict him as another Cam Neely, maybe a Milan Lucic of the Boston Bruins. I say he's a year or two away from making the big club. The next prospect I have is Matthew Finn. Matthew Finn was a second-round pick of the Leafs. He's a defenseman. Good, steady, stay-at-home defenseman. Can take the body. Good in his own end. Really good at making the right plays, and he's the Storm's captain for the Welsh Storm, and I really think that he's a good leader in the dressing room. That's something we need as a prospect. Next we have is Joe Colburn. Joe Colburn, 6'5", 214. Joey's from the Caberlet trade. He's a phenomenal player, and got great pivot. Great on face-offs, got some good offensive flair going to the net, but he plays like a damn goose in my mind. But I think the Leafs have to decide what they're going to do with him. He's 23 years old and he's not getting any younger. You know what I mean? Next guy I have on my list is Carter Ashton. He was in the Keith Ollie trade. I think that was a bad trade. Keith Ollie's going to be a star defenseman if he can put it all together. I think that Carter Ashton tries to do too much. I think he's a good power forward. I think he just needs to take a step back or two, put a little bit more of upper body strength, and he'll be all right. I think he's about 2 to 3 years away from being in the NHL. The next guy I have is Stuart Percy. Stuart Percy, St. Mike's Majors. Basically, Percy's a good, steady defenseman, two-way defenseman. He's a captain of the team. I think this guy needs to go to the Marlies, spend a year or two in the Marlies, and he'll be all right. He's a good first-round draft pick, but a lot of teams were calling about him. Like the Phoenix Coyotes wanted him, Columbus wanted him, the Rangers, San Jose Sharks, and the New Jersey Devils. So he had a lot of interest in the draft. Another guy I like is Jesse Blacker. And this guy doesn't get a break, I think, to me, Jesse Blacker is a good offensive defenseman. And if anybody wants a good prospect, Blacker's your kid, Josh Leavell, this guy is a really good player. The Leafs just recently signed him. He's 6'2", 191 pounds. He can score. He's got a good offensive to him, and he's really fast. Big man Brad Ross, playing for the Marlies. He's learning. It's a learning curve for him in the Marlies, but I'm telling you right now, this guy is going to be another Darcy Tucker all the way. Greg McKay. Oh man, I can't say enough about Greg McKay. Greg McKay, he's in the Marlies this year. He's not really producing the points, but I think by next season you'll see big numbers from him. Anyways, I want to talk to you guys about the draft coming up. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs need to go out and draft the best player possible at their range. Don't look at position. I also like to see the Leafs possibly try to get some draft picks in the trading deadline so we can draft some good kids. I like the kid on Halifax, Jonathan Drouin, really good player. He's got speed, agility, and he has a lot of heart, and that's something we need in Toronto. I'd like to see the Morgan O'Reilly make the Leafs, but you know what? Let's break these prospects in slowly. Let Dallas Eakins do his job. That's what you get paid the big bucks for. And, you know, Dave Notice, if you're out there and you're listening and you're watching, you know, us fans, we know how hard it takes to build a winning team. And we just want you to put the best team on the ice and to draft kids and develop them. And I think you're doing the right way. Make a winner, that's what you got to do. So this message is to all the prospects. Keep your head up. Wear the blue-white, look proud, and just go out there and play your game. Go Leafs, go.